Brazil is home to some of the strangest and most unique animals on Earth. In fact, some animals have lived and evolved there for so long, they literally do not exist anywhere else in the world. And some of them don't even look real. Golden lion, tamarin. The golden lion, tamarin, looks like a tiny monkey mixed with a little lion. Its bright orange fur shines in the sunlight, making it one of the most famous animals in Brazil. But even with its amazing look, this little monkey weighs less than 2 pounds. It lives only in the Atlantic forest near Rio de Janeiro, hiding deep inside the jungle and sleeping inside tree holes. And unlike many monkeys that spend their time fighting, golden lion tamarins are very friendly and social. They communicate with high sounds, body movements, and even facial expressions. They eat fruits, insects, and small animals while jumping through the trees like tiny acrobats. For many years, deforestation and illegal animal trafficking almost made this species disappear forever. But conservation programs helped save them from extinction. And honestly, it's hard to imagine Brazil's forests without them. Hoary fox. The hoary fox looks like a normal fox at first, until you learn that it hunts more insects than mammals. This small wild dog lives only in the Brazilian Cerrado, a huge tropical savanna filled with dry grasslands and twisted trees. Unlike wolves and bigger foxes, the hoary fox is light, quiet, and mostly active at night. And its favorite food? Insects. Seriously, this animal can spend hours hunting bugs with incredible accuracy. Its gray fur helps it hide perfectly in the dry environment, while its thick, black-tipped tail creates an almost movie-like silhouette at night. But even though it is well adapted to the harsh land, roads and habitat destruction are becoming huge dangers for the species. It's one of those animals almost nobody knows about, even many Brazilians. Lear's macaw. Lear's macaw looks too blue to be real. Its feathers have a bright electric blue color that stands out in the dry and rocky lands of northeastern Brazil. And unlike other macaws found across South America, this species lives only in a small area of Bahia. For many years, it was considered one of the rarest birds on Earth. It survives mainly by eating licuri palm fruits, using its huge curved beak to crack hard shells with ease. These birds build nests inside rocky cliffs and usually fly in loud groups, crossing the dry landscape like living alarms. At one point, illegal hunting almost made the species disappear forever. But thanks to conservation projects, their population slowly started growing again. Even today, seeing one in the wild is still extremely rare. Giant anteater. The giant anteater looks like an animal designed after evolution stopped sleeping. It has a body like a bear, a tail that looks like a giant broom, and a long, tube-shaped face. And somehow, everything works perfectly. This animal can grow over 6 feet long and uses an extremely sticky tongue to catch thousands of ants and termites every day. Its claws are so strong that they can tear apart hard ant hills like cardboard. And even though it looks awkward, the giant anteater is also a great swimmer. Most of the time it lives alone, slowly walking through the Cerrado, Pantanal, and parts of the Amazon. But if threatened, it can stand on its back legs and defend itself with claws strong enough to seriously hurt predators. It's easily one of the strangest mammals in South America, and also one of the coolest. Maned wolf. The maned wolf looks like a fox walking on stilts. Seriously, its legs are so long that they almost look fake. This is the tallest wild dog in South America, and unlike normal wolves, it does not hunt in packs. It prefers to live alone, moving quietly through the tall grasslands of central Brazil. Its reddish fur and dark legs make it look incredibly elegant, almost like a fantasy creature. And here comes the weirdest part. Even though it's a predator, much of its diet comes from fruit. One of its favorite foods is the wolf apple, a fruit found in the Cerrado. Because of this, the maned wolf helps spread seeds through nature, almost like a gardener of the savannah. It is shy, avoids fights, and usually runs away instead of attacking. But habitat destruction and road accidents are making sightings more and more rare. Buffy-tufted marmoset. The buffy-tufted marmoset is one of the most forgotten monkeys in Brazil. Small, fast, and incredibly agile, it lives in the mountain forests of southeastern Brazil. Its dark fur and fluffy ear tufts give it a unique look, almost like a tiny rock star living in the jungle. These monkeys spend most of their lives in family groups, constantly communicating while jumping between branches. They eat fruits, insects, and tree sap, using special teeth to scrape bark and reach hidden food. But one of the biggest dangers to the species comes from other monkeys. Marmosets brought by humans are invading their habitat and competing for food and territory, while deforestation keeps destroying the forest around them. Today, they are considered one of the most endangered primates in Brazil. Amazonian manatee. The Amazonian manatee is basically the peaceful giant of the Amazon rainforest. Unlike ocean manatees, this species lives only in the rivers and lakes of the Amazon. It can grow over 8 feet long and weigh nearly 1,000 pounds. But it spends most of its life doing only 2 things: eating and floating. These gentle animals eat water plants and move slowly through the dark rivers like giant underwater tanks, with no aggression at all. And even though they are huge, they are surprisingly hard to find in the wild. For centuries, they were hunted for meat and oil, and illegal fishing nets still kill many of them today. The most amazing thing is how calm they are. Even near humans, Amazonian manatees show almost no fear, and sadly, that made them easier targets in the past. Brazil's wildlife feels almost endless, and these are only a few of the animals that exist nowhere else on Earth. Some are colorful, some are bizarre, and some look like creatures from another planet, but all of them exist because Brazil became one of the most unique places for wildlife in the entire world. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and stay tuned to discover more incredible animals from Brazil.